Hello and welcome back to Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. Our Crystal Warriors team has gotten quite big and not everyone's getting along, but let's see if we can resolve the conflict. No offense, but why are they here? She gestures rather aggressively to Liam, Ethan and Diana. They don't got no magical abilities. They got no business attending team meetings, you know?
Huh?
They're our friends and allies. They're part of the team too. And Liam is a crystal warrior. He can't transform. I hate to admit it, but even Daya is more useful to our team than he is. And that's another thing. We need to figure out what we're going to do with him, you know? Like, maybe we should start thinking about replacing him.
What?
We can't just kick him off the team. No, we can't. But if Blondie gives up his miracle link, it'll vanish and we'll be able to recruit someone else. Oh, he gets to opt out? That's new. Like magical girls or boys typically don't have a choice, they're destined to be. If he really cares about the fate of the world, he'll think about it, you know? It's a total waste having these powers if you're not even going to use them. And, well, it don't look like Blondie's heart's about to change anytime soon, you know? But... Valerie, why are you so determined to have him on our team? You have to admit Amy has a point. Wow. I just really don't think he would be very beneficial to our team. He could be the brains? I have been curious about this for a while now, but why hasn't Ethan become a crystal warrior?
Huh?
Me? She puts on a pair of glasses and stares deeply at him. Yeah, you're right. Freckles here does have a pretty good looking heart jewel, you know?
You know?
You know. Those glasses, okay, they can see the heart jewel. He's a person who cares deeply for his friends and has a really strong desire to protect them, you know? His heart jewel is a white pearl, representing sincerity and purity. I can't tell what kinds of powers he would have, but I see no reason why he wouldn't make a good candidate. You got it all wrong. I mean... Magic? Fighting monsters? I'm not cut out for that sort of thing. I think someone like Liam would be a better choice. He's way more manly and cool than I am. I mean, he's strong and smart. He's a genius. I'd only hold you back.
Huh?
What are you talking about, Ethan? You're the coolest guy I know. I'm not. I know I joke a lot, but I'm being serious.
Hey!
You're smart and talented and a caring guy. That's right. If someone like me can be a crystal warrior, then so can you. Stop it. Stop saying that. Stop downplaying yourself just to make me feel better. You guys just don't get it. I'm not like you. Ethan!
Hey!
Ethan, please just listen to us. You're good because you are you.
Huh?
If you just believe in yourself, then you don't have to be anyone else. You can...
No!
Just stop it. Just stop, okay? I just can't. I can't.
I'll never be good enough!
He runs off before we get a chance to say anything else. What?
What?
Ethan, wait! Maybe we should give him some time to breathe. I see. Well, if that's how he really feels, then I won't try to convince him otherwise. It's unfortunate, but if he doesn't think he has what it takes, then he probably... But But if he don't think he has what it takes, then he probably don't, you know? Huh? Anyone who's got a kind heart and a desire to protect others can become a crystal warrior. But if you don't believe you can, it becomes your reality, you know? Those negative feelings, the hesitation and wavering in his heart. The way he is right now, no matter how hard he tries, that kid'll never be able to use the powers of a crystal warrior. That seems a bit harsh. But like I said, he don't really belong at a crystal warrior team meeting anyway, you know? But he's our friend, even if he doesn't have powers. I don't want... The sensation of razor slashing at my brain and a familiar nauseating feeling overcomes me. Sophie holds me steady before I can collapse onto the ground from dizziness.
Valerie!
I'm fine. There's a nightmare nearby. Let's go. I collect myself and follow the rest of my team. I mean, I said it before, I don't mind there being... Like there should be like a normie friend nearby, and if Ethan's already in the know, he might as well stick around. Might get dangerous if he knows all the plans and like the bad guys make use of that, but I mean, so far it's been fine. Interesting discussion.
Huh?
Liam, aren't you coming? He can't transform, just forget about him. He can at least try, can't he?
Come on!
Let's go, Liam. I grab his hand and drag him along with us. It feels cold and clammy. We make our way to the location of the monster. Decorating the field are dozens of tiny green crystals radiating dark energy. They emanate an eerie glow that pulsates like a heartbeat. In the center is the bear nightmare agent that Alex and Amy defeated before, and the crystal prism of the latest victim. Oh no, my legs feel like they'll give out and the world begins to spin. I had been trying my best to power through that nauseated feeling, but I don't know if I can hold on anymore. A sour feeling rises up my throat, and I slam my hand against my mouth as hard as I can, desperate to contain the contents of my stomach. Ethan! Raven Knight Ethan became a nightmare. What? Sophie lunges toward his crystal prison. However, Amy grasps at her arm before she can move. Let me go! Don't be careless, something is weird. We don't know what we're up against, you know. This is our fault, isn't it? We should have run after him. But... Welcome, Crystal Warriors. Now that the guests of honor have arrived, let us begin the show. A large bird-like nightmare perches on her arm and lets out a loud, shrill cry. Ah! Amber covers her ears and collapses to her knees, whimpering like a puppy. Ethan makes a pained expression from within his crystal prison. Ethan, what happened? Why did Ethan become a nightmare?
Unforgivable.
Hurting our friend like that is absolutely unforgivable. So what? Someone who is weak enough to be turned into a nightmare doesn't even deserve to be a background character. He should be honored that I even let him play the starring role. Sapphire tightens her fists and begins to shake. Don't worry, or we have to do something. I mean, we have to do something, right? But yeah, let's calm her down.
Don't worry.
We'll save him no matter what it takes. I gently take her hand in mine and she begins to relax a bit.
Ethan is like a little brother to me. We've been
together since we were babies. I can't forgive myself for letting him get hurt.
I'm a crystal warrior. I've been given these powers in order to protect the people I care about.
I'm a crystal warrior. I've been given these powers in order to protect the people I care about.
Okay, bit of a mismatch with the lines here. It hasn't even been 2 weeks and I already let someone I love get hurt. What kind of hero am I? This isn't your fault. This isn't anyone's fault. This isn't anyone's fault but the Nightmare Agency who did this to him. She's right. The Nightmare Agency preys on innocent people. Right now, we just have to do our best to save him. I take Sapphire by the hands and give them a squeeze. I can feel her warmth even through our gloves. Ethan is an important friend to all of us. We'll save him, no matter what. Sapphire looks at me pleadingly, desperate to hang on to the small bit of hope our words gave her. If you guys are done being sappy, we can start the performance.
So, what do we do?
So, what's the plan? Hey, don't ignore me! None of us can fly, so how can we attack it? I never fought against the flying nightmare before. Neither have any of us. Me and Amber might be able to keep up on foot, but... He turns to the whimpering Amber curled up in a ball and sighs. So we just need a way to attack something in the air. Why don't... I turn to Sapphire and grin. Me? You can make ice under your feet and use it to get in the air. Your weapon is ranged too. The rest of us can cover you from the ground. I said, don't ignore me. Nightmare! The bird Nightmare lets out another shrill screech and soars off. Catch it! Sapphire forms an ice ramp from under her feet and begins to skate after the monster, slowly rising into the air. The rest of us follow behind on foot, shooting ranged attacks whenever possible. Labra snaps her fingers and a thick fog surrounds the area. I can't see anything. Diamond! Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm not hurt, but how will we be able to make our way through this fog? Sapphire might be fine from above, but... Your tracker. You can use it to guide you through the fog and... Oh! That's right, I can still use that. If this is Labra's way of trying to stop us, then she sure is stupid. But it might not be wise to send any attacks. The tracker might make navigating a bit easier, but aiming is still near impossible. And the ground really feels weird for some reason. Finally, the fog starts to thin out. Looks like I was right on track. I can see Sapphire and the Nightmare just ahead. I also noticed that the entire field is covered in teddy bears. That must be what I was stepping on. They're really cute. There are probably hundreds of them covering the field. Well, at some point that stops being cute and is kind of weird. All different shapes and sizes of bears. Brown bears, panda bears, white bears, and all of them are terribly soft and squishy. So cute! Citrine appears before me in the fog and does a little dance. Right? Right? Diamond, wait, it's a... Ah! The two of us kneel down. I pick up one of the dolls. Its eyes seem to sparkle a little, and it looks like it's blushing. And is it just my imagination, or did it wink at me? Wait, wink? I drop the bear promptly and stumble backward into the bear pile. It moved. They can move. They're alive. Oh my gosh, it's wearing a little hat. Then the bear's expression changes. Diamond! Suddenly, the bears transform into shadowy monsters and attack all at once. Zachary shoots a beam of light, destroying the monsters, but more and more of them keep appearing. The two of us are surrounded. I'm really stupid, aren't I? One of the monsters chops me in the back of the neck. The other begins clawing at my skin. Sapphire leaps from her icy platform and runs toward me, shooting ice beams at the surrounding monsters. Wait, Sapphire! What are these things? Citrine tries to shake off the pile of monsters gnawing at their leg. Citrine Flash! Citrine Flash! They make a desperate attempt to ward them off, but it only seems to make them angry. Even in their blinded state, they're more than a match for Citrine. There's nowhere to escape. Do you like my little backup dancers? They're a gift from Lady Juicy herself. She cackles madly and throws another handful of crystal shards into the air, summoning even more monsters. Go wild, my little shadows! Labra snaps her fingers and teleports away. Valerie! She kneels beside me and immediately begins transferring a cool, soothing energy to my body. What about you, Citrine? Are you okay? I'm fine, just a bit scratched up. Diamond took the worst of the damage. Sapphire, the nightmare. I'm sorry, she got hurt. I have to heal her. It's not their fault. Garnet, Citrine, Ember and I will take care of the shadows. Follow the nightmare. It's getting away. The two of them shake off the shadows and run off. Amethyst shoots a flurry of stars at the shadows, defeating them instantly. The monsters are weak, but there are so many of them. I struggle to move. I have to help. It's my fault everything went wrong. Sapphire! Sapphire, the nightmare! I'm sorry. I'll go right now. Just watch Diamond. It's too late, you know. The nightmare's probably already gone. I can't even hear it screeching anymore. Everything happened so quickly. The next thing I knew, everyone was lying on the ground helplessly. Our transformations completely dissolved away. I don't know what happened. It just suddenly... I'm sorry. We couldn't keep up with it. The nightmare circles us, letting out another shrill screech before flying off. I'm sorry, Ethan. You must be in so much pain right now. This is all my fault. If I was stronger or smarter, then I... Liam walks over to us cautiously. I can see his hands shaking, and he is tightly gripping a smartphone-like object. Liam? Crystal Heart Revolution. It was barely a whisper. Even so, I could hear the desperation in his voice. But the Miracle Link didn't respond. Oh. Huh. I thought that might have been like the opportunity for him to transform. I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but they were really defeated for once. It's kind of a nice turn, actually, to not be like this all-powerful, like we have to grow, yeah? My arm hurts. I don't remember when I started, but I must have been baking for a few hours now. My hands are covered in small wounds, and my work gloves are sticking to clumsily applied bandages. I haven't seen Liam at all since yesterday. He wasn't there when I showed up for tutoring, and Alex said he hadn't seen him either. I sigh as I continue stirring the cake batter. Crystal Heart Revolution. I remember how quiet and weak he sounded at first. Then his voice became desperate, like his entire life depended on his ability to transform. He looked around frantically, his eyes darting in the direction of each of us. Crystal Heart Revolution! Crystal Heart Revolution! But the Miracle Link never responded. I stare blankly at the batter pooling at my feet. What's wrong with me? You need some help in there? Mama stands in the doorway, smiling gently. Oh, she's cute.
Huh?
Mama! She kneels down and begins wiping up the spilled batter. Something on your mind? How did you guess? She points at my creations and laughs. You don't usually make icing roses this carefully unless you're trying to forget something.
Well,
How can I explain this to Mama? I can't hide anything from her. She's too sharp. What do you do when, no matter how hard you try, you just can't get something right? If you needed help with baking, you could have just called us down. But practice makes perfect. What matters most is you don't give up. Oh, and please don't forget to take your medication. You always forget. Cooking can be dangerous, and it's important that you don't get too distracted while working with cooking utensil. No, Mama. I'm just asking hypothetically, for a friend. Oh, well, still, please be careful in the kitchen. We wouldn't want a repeat of last time. I roll my eyes. That was when I was like 13, and besides, the bakery's ovens are so complicated. Anyways, you know the boy who's helping me with math? He's like perfect at everything, but he messed up and I guess he doesn't know what to do. You and Daddy are always making perfect desserts for the shop, so that's why I asked. Your father and I aren't perfect. No one is.
huh?
Liam is. He's perfect at everything. Literally. He's a genius. He's way better than me at everything. But lately, me and my friends started working on this, project, and he's been having a lot of trouble with his part. Sophie says we should just let him quit and have someone else help us. Does he want to?
Well,
I don't know. He just kinda got involved, I guess. I never really thought about it. Alex said he thinks Liam wants to protect everyone. But does he actually? As far as I know, Liam never exactly agreed to become a Crystal Warrior. I mean, it kinda got sprung upon all of you. He's been trying really hard though. Doesn't that mean he wants to help us? I'm not too sure about that. I don't know this boy, but I do know that men can be very prideful. I mean, take a look at your father. He's always trying to do everything all by himself, all because he's too proud to ask for help. Yeah. But pride? Boys are so weird, and rich boys are even weirder. Truth has been spoken. At the end of the day, it's about whether he wants to help, not if everyone else wants him to. And if he really wants this, then he shouldn't give up after one failure. Huh. Whether or not I wanted to be a Crystal Warrior was never a question that crossed my mind. And I never thought to ask anyone else if they wanted to either. It just happened.
thank you.
Thanks, Mama. head out the kitchen and feel a firm grip on my shoulder. Not so fast. Don't make a mess if you're not going to clean it. She turns me towards the piles and piles of filthy bowls, baking pans, and dishes scattered around the kitchen. Yeah. Episode 7. I won't give up. The final crystal warrior has to be you. Bit of a spoiler, yay? When I arrive at lunch, there's a very quiet, dreary mood. Without Ethan around, things just aren't the same. Not to mention, Sophie's been completely out of it for the past 2 days. Of course she has. Ethan's like a brother to her. So, what's going to happen? To Ethan, I mean. Like, is he going to die like this? Zachary finally blurts out what's been on everyone's minds.
No!
No, he won't die in there, right? Onyx told us before when Lotus was captured, he won't get hurt, right? I whip my head toward Diana for confirmation, but she turns away from me. Well... After what feels like an eternity, Amy stands up and sighs.
Well...
When someone turns to a nightmare, their soul's extracted from their body to make the monster, you know? And their energy is supposed to be absorbed and used to awaken the Princess of Darkness. The longer the nightmare is around, the more energy is absorbed, you know? Till there's nothing left to take. So, to put it bluntly, he will die. Not right away, but eventually the nightmare will kill him. I can see Sophie shaking from the corner of my eye. I reach out and hold her hands, and she begins to squeeze them a bit aggressively. My hands still hurt from all the cuts I gave myself while cooking last night. Clover is staring at me strangely too. I hope the pain isn't that obvious. Sophie is probably hurting way more than I am, though. I squeeze back gently, hoping to comfort her in a small way.
So, what do we do? You know?
Ain't it obvious? We save him. We gotta figure out a plan. We know what to expect now, you know? We need to find a way to protect... What, Amy's? Oh. To protect Em's ears too. She can't fight like this, bro. Headphones. Sophie speaks up for the first time today. Amy can try wearing a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. I'm not sure if anything on Earth can handle high-pitched nightmare cries, but it's worth a shot. Oh. I could use a spell to protect them from damage then, you know. Alright, then Clover can handle finding a high-quality pair for you. As long as we're careful this time, we should be fine. It'll be okay as long as we work together. What about Liam? Oh, never mind. Ooh. I don't want to... Like, the what about Liam can be taken both ways, but I think we have to address it at this point. Just clear it up. I brace myself, half expecting to get jumped for even mentioning him. What do we do about the 7th Crystal Warrior? About Liam, I mean? Forget about him. Well, you need to worry about not getting distracted. I haven't seen him, but... Well, his sister says he's okay, so you don't have to worry about him. Liam will just hold us back anyways. We can't waste our time worrying about him. Ethan's life is in danger and... Sophie rises to her feet and leaves the courtyard without another word. She's right, you know. You need to worry about yourself, Red. You and Sonny, you know.
You know?
What happened last time was unacceptable, you know. You two might have cost us the whole fight. I'm taken aback. I didn't realize. This was my fault, wasn't it? I'm so stupid. Amy pets my head, and I know she means no harm. Just be more cautious next time, okay? Amy lets out a sigh and scratches her head. Jeez, why are you so fixated on Blondie anyways, you know? Are you in love with him or something? What? Listen, Red, you can't let that kind of stuff interfere with the mission, you know? She looks at Diana with disgust as she says that.
Huh?
No, that's not it.
Come on.
Alex, you feel the same way, right? Liam's your best friend. Yeah, but
Well...
right now, we need to focus on saving Ethan, bro. He looks down at his feet and sighs. We'll worry about Goldilocks' replacement later. We handled the Nightmare Agency just fine before. We don't need 7 of us to beat him, you know. But 7's a lucky number. I thought I'd at least raise the topic of what to do with him. I thought that was the point, but I also didn't realize he wasn't around. But that makes sense. Alex doesn't talk to me again for the rest of the day. I could tell he really wanted to say something though. I let out a long heavy sigh and began picking at the polish on my fingernails. Everyone is so down today. No one is talking to me. I feel so alone and I don't know what to do. My miracle link vibrates in my bag. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, Alex will send us an address. 37 North Valley Road? That's Liam's address. He won't talk to me. Maybe he'll be more nicer to you, though, since you're a girl. Really? Also check your spelling. Well, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. See you later, Val. Don't look so down. 37 and Valley Road. I have no idea where that is. Liam mentioned before that he lives on the north side. He must live a bit further than where I'm familiar with. I think I should talk to Liam. He is a crystal warrior too. We should fight together. But maybe the others are right. Maybe I'm too fixated on this whole thing. Sophie always complains about how lazy Liam is. He never helps out, and he always tricks the girls into doing his work for him. Liam is smart and he's strong. He'd be a big help, if he even bothers to show up to battles. Why would I want a guy like that on our team? Is it really worth all the effort for a boy I barely know? I should just forget about him, or what do you think, Diana? I don't want to forget about him, because it seemed like he really was trying this. I'm sure it'll be explained later, but there must be some kind of blockade, like some self-consciousness, I don't know, some self-worth thing that's hindering him from unlocking his potential. But he did try to transform. He didn't just run away. He didn't give up the Miracle Link the moment Amber talked about the option. So I don't want to forget about him, no. What do you think, Diana? What do you think, Diana? Should I go? I don't know. I think if you really care about someone, you should do whatever it takes to save that person. But do you really think that convincing Liam to join is the answer? That's just it. I don't know.
Well,
He's a crystal warrior like us, so he should be helping us, right? I think it's less about convincing him and more about finding out what he wants. Like, if he says that, okay, really doesn't want it, gives back the Miracle Link, then that's fine, then we have to accept that. But we don't know. That's the whole point. So talking to him is the only option. I close my eyes and pause. Anyone with a kind heart who wants to protect people can become a crystal warrior. If Liam got a miracle link, then that means he wants to save people too. But Liam isn't like the rest of us. His powers don't work. Maybe he changed his mind? If that's the case, then he should tell us. If he isn't going to help us, then I want to get the miracle link back and find someone who will help. Maybe someone like... I pat my eyelashes and look at Diana hopefully. Ember would lose her mind. It might be worth it just to see the look on her face, though. But is that allowed? I mean, 2 diamond hearts. That's right, Diana. Diamond. You're a diamond like me, aren't you? See, perfect. Oh, here we go. This area is overwhelmingly fancy. Didn't expect anything else. This is definitely one of the rich neighborhoods in the city. No wonder I didn't recognize the address. It took me like an hour to get here too. I hope no one thinks I'm here to cause trouble. I should have worn something nicer. Everyone is gonna think I'm a beggar or something. I take a deep breath and approach the door.
Hello!
A really, really pretty lady answers the door. Does Liam Farrow live here? Oh, you must be Valerie. Liam's talked about you before. Liam talks about me at home? That's interesting. I can imagine the dozens of complaints he has about me. I almost regret wanting to help him. You have such pretty hair. You're prettier than I expected. What does that mean? Has he been saying things about my hair?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I'm Liam's older sister, Elizabeth.
Well?
Actually, my brother isn't home right now. Oh, I'm sorry for bothering you. Wait. Sorry, it's just... Why don't you come inside? I would like to speak with you. Of course she does, from what we heard from Alex. Wow. You're nice. Liam's house is about as fancy on the inside as it looks on the outside. Everything looks brand new and sparkling clean. Take a seat. She sets a cup of tea on the table in front of me and sits down beside me. The combination of the sweet scent and the cushy marshmallowy sofas make me almost melt into a puddle of satisfaction. Would you like something to eat? How about some cookies? I made them myself. She looks at me expectantly. I kind of do want some, but I gotta stay focused. I'm here for a reason. No, thank you. She pauses and looks at me silently for a moment, then shrugs. Suit yourself.
Well?
In any case, I don't know if you've noticed, but my brother hasn't been himself lately. Actually, our parents are kind of freaking out right now. He's being a bit troublesome at the moment. She scratches her neck and chuckles softly. Liam has always been an obedient and easy child, you know. This is the first time he's ever been difficult. I raise an eyebrow at that. The Liam I know is anything but easy. Maybe he's easier for the teachers to put up with, but Sophie always complains about what a pain in the butt he is. And with him giving everyone such a hard time, our mother has been so upset. That just won't do. I can't have him acting like this right now. Now that does sound like Liam. I figured that you might be able to talk some sense into him. His friend Alex hasn't been able to get through to him, and he just refuses to listen to me. But he is a teenage boy, so maybe a pretty girl like you could talk some sense into him. She smiles at me expectantly. Alex said something like that too. He said that Liam might be nicer because I'm a girl. The thing is, as far as I know, Liam has never been the type to care about girls. I doubt just working my adorable magic on him will work. I feel like everyone is overestimating how much of an influence I can have on him. I mean, I like to think we're friends, but I don't know if he feels the same way. To him, he's just my tutor. But for the sake of Ethan, for Alex and the sake of our whole team, I'll have to try my best. I have to talk to him. Do you know where he is?
Of course.
If he's not at home and he isn't with Alex, he's probably at his apartment. His apartment? She looks at me with a mixture of concern and amusement.
Huh?
You do know where it is, right?
Huh?
No, I didn't even know he had another house. Elizabeth rolls her eyes and snorts a little bit. Geez, I knew he had poor manners, but I at least expected him to know how to treat a lady. It's only polite after all. Our parents would be so disappointed. It's fine, I barely even... Wait. Well, I mean, I don't really mind. Well, it's probably better to just play along. If she realizes we're barely even friends, she probably won't take me to see him. Oh, well, if you want to talk with him in person, I can drive you there. Thanks, not another solo trip across the town, it seems. Elizabeth pulls up in the driveway of some really high-class looking condos. Of course this is the kind of place Liam is at. Okay, here it is. She giggles and looks away from me. Well, he doesn't respond very well to me visiting. You know how boys can be. Not really. Maybe it's just different in their family. I don't think my big brother would be too angry if I surprised him with a visit. So, I won't be going up with you. Just give me a call when you're ready to leave, okay? She snatches my phone and begins typing her contact info in before I even get a chance to react. That's how Alex got her number, I suppose. Well, at least I have a ride. These people live so far away from me. Elizabeth, for the last time.
Well,
It's me. Liam opens the door and the two of us make eye contact. Normally, I'd be a bit intimidated by that gaze of his, but I'm not scared of him today. Maybe it's because I'm so determined, or maybe it's because he looks totally confused and he's got kind of a stupid expression on his face. He clicks his tongue and scoffs.
What do you want?
Why are you here? Or rather, how are you here? I certainly don't recall giving you my location.
magic intuition?
He just stares at me.
No, listen, the, track a link. Mirror clink. Our phones can do that, so...
Wait, stupid, why did I say that? His Miracle Link never activated.
No,
Maybe he doesn't know that though. He doesn't look like he isn't buying my story, but...
Go away.
Go home. Stay or leave? No, come on. We came all this way, we're not giving up now.
No!
Wait!
I stumble forward and shove my arm between the door before he can shut it on me. I gotta come up with an excuse. I should have known this wouldn't be easy.
Come on!
I don't know how to get home from here. And I'm all out of bus money. And my phone battery died.
He's not saying anything. He just looks at me like I'm stupid for what feels like a million years. Fine, come inside. I'll call a ride home for you. He stops before opening the door entirely and gives me a death stare. Don't touch anything. Of course. How big is this place? I mean, of course it is. He opens the door hesitantly and I practically dive in.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, your place looks so neat and clean.
Actually, in fact, it looks brand new. It doesn't look like an actual person lives here at all, like a display home. Yeah, that's sad. You can have the fanciest home, house or apartment, big and stylishly furnished. If there's no life in it, nah, I don't want it. My family has it maintained for me even when I'm not around. What was your address again? Crud, I never got a chance to talk to him.
Hey, what's this thing?
Seriously?
It's a microwave. Didn't I tell you not to touch anything? I take this opportunity to swipe his phone clean out of his hands.
Hey, why doesn't your phone have a case?
Give it back. I'm trying to call a car for you.
Jeez, I wish I was no phone case rich. I'm surprised this thing's screen hasn't shattered into a million
Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. The screen looks about as bad as my old phone does now. There are spider webs all over the screen.
I'm sorry, it should still work though, see? It's just the screen, you can get it fixed,
Get out.
But...
Leave.
I don't care.
I don't care where you go, just get out of here. I'm about to turn away, defeated, when I notice something shimmering from the corner of my eye. Yeah, I saw it. Bring up the miracle link or just forget it. No, we came all this way, we're not giving up now. We're bringing up the miracle link.
Hey, Liam, you know your Miracle Link functions as a cell phone, right?
He just stares at me blankly.
Are you stupid?
I know you're not that stupid. It won't turn on. I ignore his remarks and keep going. I have to say what I came here to say.
Well,
Do you even want to use it? You won't give it up, but then you act like you don't even care. Which is it?
He opens his mouth to argue, but I won't let him. I'm going to say what I came here to say.
ugh.
If you don't want to be a Crystal Warrior, just say so. If you do, then come fight with us. We won't be angry with you. If you don't want to help us, then just say so. It's your decision. You have to decide what you want. No one else can. But it's cowardly to run away and hide just because you failed one time.
You don't get it, do you?
He looks at me with disgust, like I'm too stupid to understand him. This really sets me off. I clench my fists, barely holding back the urge to punch him in the gut.
What?
Don't get what? That you're a wishy-washy coward? I fail at stuff all the time.
Hey!
I suck at baking, I barely understand algebra, I got beat up by the nightmares like a dozen times. But I didn't give up. I even got into the same school as you because I kept going. Ethan was right. Maybe I'm not smart or strong, but I'm still able to fight. I'm still able to keep going without giving up. I can keep going because I have people I want to protect. Even when I failed over and over again, I keep trying, because I'm not a big, stupid, scaredy cat like you. You're stupid, spoiled, and selfish. You think the world revolves around you, and when it doesn't go your way, you cry about it and run away.
Ugh.
Not everyone is fit to be a Crystal Warrior, but I am. Are you? If you really want to be a Crystal Warrior, then stop being an idiot and fight. If you don't...
I try to snatch his miracle link from his hands. I trip over myself though and end up falling to the ground. It's then I notice my body is shaking and my heart is pounding so hard the neighbors might hear. Liam looks taken aback. He lets out a sigh and pinches the skin between his eyes.
Right now. Right now, all I want is for you to go home.
I sigh.
Whatever.
I'm sorry for bothering you, Liam. I'll drive you home. Huh? The ride home was dead silent. I'm glad she said the right things though, like she really laid it all out there. That was good. I couldn't think of anything to say, and you said it all. I feel awkward and embarrassed and kinda scared. I can't say anything, can I? I exit the car when suddenly I feel a firm tugging on my ear.
Hey!
By the way, I know your phone battery didn't die. You're a terrible liar, Valerie. And with that, he shuts the door and drives off. He knew? I mean, come on. He knew I was lying all along. Of course he did.
Hey.
But yeah, that was necessary, and I think she did good. It got emotional, but of course it did. Did you talk to Liam? Alex nudges my arm. He really was worried, huh? I don't know if Liam even cares, but Alex really truly sees him as a best friend, huh?
So... Huh? Not you, Sophie. Oh, right.
We sit in the park awkwardly, waiting for the others to arrive. Sophie looks stiff. She's aggressively squeezing my hands again, and she feels a little cold. Now that I think of it, this must be the first time Sophie's ever cut class. She's already been freaking out enough as it is, so having to cut class must be driving her nuts. Clover and Zachary finally arrive on the scene with Amy and Tao.
She's disgusting. I am never going out with that mangy mutt again.
She tosses a paper shopping bag with little care for where it lands. Zachary swiftly catches it before it hits the ground. They open the bag and pull out a pair of very sturdy-looking headphones. The design is perfect too, as expected of Clover and Zachary. I wonder if they had them custom-made somehow.
These things are nuts. They probably can handle the noise even without any magical help. Great. Hey, Sophie, are you going to be alright?
I'm seriously worried for her. She looks like she's on the verge of tearing her own hair out. Clover stares at me, then at our hands.
Oh, right.
She reaches in her purse and tosses another smaller bag at Sophie.
Huh?
Sophie clumsily opens the bag and pulls out a frog-shaped stress ball. Yeah.
For you. I think Valerie's hand could use a break, no? You seriously owe me one, Sophie.
Sophia. Clover winks and smiles gently.
Yes, thank you.
Sophie shuffles nervously.
Now what?
Now. She shoves a half-eaten sandwich in her mouth. Now we're sure.
Huh?
Now we have to wait.
Huh? Shouldn't we do something? Check them down? Something?
We can't do nothing, you know. We don't know where his nightmare's at, you know. It's not like it's been very active since the other day.
You know?
It's real weird, you know. It is really weird. What are they waiting for? They could have attacked ages ago and probably would have won. That's why we have to purify him as soon as we can. What if it never shows up and just slowly saps up all of Ethan's life? I doubt it. The nightmares want to attack. They must need to, you know? Otherwise, they could have just did that from the start, you know?
I don't know. The nightmares all seem kinda stupid.
I certainly can't imagine Opal coming up with a plan like that. Yeah, I was wondering why we didn't get another villain POV yet.
Oh,
Would you cut the crap already?
oh, excusez-moi. Could it be that you're jealous?
The hell I am. And what's with bringing the nightmare back here? It's friggin' creepy. Ethan's nightmare nests in the corner. It radiates dark energy and stares intensely at Opal. Yeah. Why not just finish them off, Labra? They've probably formulated a plan by now. Labra lets out a sigh and rolls her eyes.
And this sort of thinking is why you got beat so many times before, Onyx. Perhaps the concept of patience is too mature for a child like you.
Shut up, you old hag.
Old hag? Who are you calling old, you bratty half-pint?
Labra jolts to her feet and punches the boys in the stomach. Ow, what the hell? The hell? What you hit me for? I ain't even do anything.
Shut up.
So, what is the secret plan of yours, Miss Labradorite? Chris seems to materialize out of nowhere.
It's none of your business.
Could it be you've used the blue crystal? Huh? What? What are you two talking about? You're hiding something from us? Labra slams her heels into the wolf boy's foot and he shrieks in pain.
It's none of your business. Shut up, stupid dog.
And you? She turns to Chris and jabs her finger into her chest.
Don't be so cocky. I am still Lady Druzy's number one, you understand? Me. I am.
Right.
What's with that tone? She pisses me off so much.
Okay. No plan intel here. Not that our team would know. I let a deep breath escape me as I turn to my side and feel the grass between my fingers.
All there is left for us to do is wait.
I can't bring myself to go home. None of us could. Sophie, Clover, Alex, Zachary, Amy, and me. We've all been too worried to leave. We have to stay together. Just in case. I don't know how long we've been just lying here in silence. Maybe hours, maybe a few minutes. It feels like centuries, but at the same time, it feels like only a few seconds have passed. Every minute feels too long, but not long enough. The familiar nauseated feeling returns to my gut. My heart races and I jolt up from the grass. Everyone looks at me with the same knowing look.
Labra is back.
I check the tracker on my phone, but I already know exactly where to meet her. I don't know if we'll be able to take her on, but for Ethan, for my best friend, I can't give up. I hope my words got through to Liam, but none of that matters anymore. Right now, I have to focus on one thing and one thing only. Bringing my best friend back. I run toward the track where Labra created her stage last time.
Royal Heart Metamorphosis! Crystal Heart Revolution! The shining crystal of love and hope! Diamond Heart! The shining crystal of intelligence and clarity, Sapphire Heart! The shining crystal of fantasy and starlight, Amethyst Heart!
The shining crystal of joy and fortune, Citrine Heart!
The shining crystal of courage and protection, Amber Heart!
The shining crystal of passion and devotion, Garnet Heart.
Unforgivable.
Hurting our precious friend, taking advantage of him, and turning him into a monster is absolutely unforgivable.
Labra waves her arms out dramatically and bows. Welcome, Crystal Warriors, to the grand finale. She raises her hand into the air and snaps her fingers. Ethan's nightmare lets out a horrifying screech and circles above her, her eyes are glowing a frightening red color. I turn to Amber to see how she is holding up. She nods as a way to tell me she is okay. Thank goodness, Sophie's idea worked. Of course it did, Sophie is smart. Ethan's nightmare lets out one last cry before flying off, and Labra wastes no time to summon her shadow minions. I watch his nightmare jolt and jitter in the air frantically. Something looks off. The way he's moving is sporadic and violent, like he's in pain. It's all my fault, or how dare they? We're not going to blame ourselves. Like, yeah, the thing with the teddy bears last time wasn't smart, wasn't a smart move, like of course it was a trap. But, you know, it's still the fault of the villains. So how dare they? He's suffering so much. How could they take advantage of his pain like that? We have to save him before it's too late. Don't worry, Ethan. I'll personally make sure they pay for hurting Lou like that. Labra's shadows surround me from all angles but above. I take a defensive stance and draw my sword.
Above.
That's right. I crouch down as small as I can, feeling the energy build up inside of me, and I leap into the air. Higher. 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 Oh crud, I forgot how high this is. My mind is spinning and my heart is racing. I try my hardest not to panic and take a deep breath. I thrust my arms out in front of me and aim for the shadows, shooting a flurry of crystals at my targets.
Twinkle Diamond Shower!
The shadows disappear in a burst of dark dust and crystal shards. My landing is much more graceful than last time, but my legs still sting horribly. My knees buckle and I nearly collapse. I grimace in pain and shake my head. Guess I might want to train a bit. Sapphire chases the nightmare from my icy platform, while Citrine and Amber follow from the ground. Amethyst and Garnet fend off the shadows from their path. The pair join hands, their free hands jutting outward.
Cosmic Inferno!
The ground shakes, fire rises from the earth and stars pelt the shadows from above. I flinch and brace myself, but it doesn't hurt. Oh, it doesn't hurt at all. In fact, it makes me feel stronger. Maybe it's just my imagination. Either way, I'm suddenly bursting with confidence. I look all around me and my friends. There's an overwhelming aura of determination. We're doing it, Ethan. It'll all be over soon. With the majority of the shadows taken care of, I run off to join Sapphire, Citrine and Amber in their pursuit of Ethan's nightmare.
Citrine, flash!
Bright white light floods the area. The nightmare shakes violently and stumbles in the air like a plane shot mid-flight. It wobbles and quakes as if it has no real control over its movements. Now's my chance.
Sapphire!
I propel myself into the air with all my strength and thrust my arm out toward hers. She catches me and pulls me up on the platform with her. She clasps her hands together, allowing me to use her as a step. I hop from her clasped hands and flail wildly in the air toward the nightmare. Thrusting my hands out, I manage to rip its feathers. Ethan flails wildly and tries to shake me off.
Ethan, I'm sorry.
I summon my sword, and using my legs to grip the bird like a rider holding onto a wild bull, I stab the blade into the thick layer of dark feathers.
Diamond Rose Aurora!
An explosion of light energy and crystals engulf the bird, and I'm thrown to the ground by the strength of the blast.
We did it!
I breathe a sigh of relief and relax my body. One by one, the others run over toward me. However, I quickly realize that something is wrong. It's too quiet. There are no lights. Nothing but the persistent, dark, chilling, nauseating aura of the nightmare. Labra cackles madly, and the fog and dust clear the area. And in the middle of it all stands Ethan's nightmare. Completely unscathed.
How?
This doesn't make any sense. He should be purified.
Holy Sapphire Blizzard!
Sapphire takes the initiative and wastes no time performing another purification attack at the nightmare.
Amethyst Starlight Explosion!
Citrine Golden Sunshine!
Amethyst and Citrine follow suit. Frost and wind, beams of golden energy, and hundreds of stars and crystal shards pelt the monster. The ground shakes and explosions of cosmic energy blast the area. The nightmare shrieks and screeches horribly, but otherwise seems unaffected by the attacks.
But why?
Labra cackles madly and flashes a wicked, twisted grin.
Your attacks won't work anymore, Crystal Warriors.
What does she mean, won't work?
How can this be?
How can we save him if our attacks won't work?
This can't be right. She's bluffing.
I dash off, sword in hand, swinging wildly at the nightmare. It just takes it, as if I'm nothing more than a fly.
Diamond Rose Aurora! Diamond Rose Aurora!
Diamond, that's enough. It's over. We can't give up on Ethan. I know it's hopeless. I know that.
I still have to try. Ethan, please wake up.
A cool breeze blows in my direction. I turn to see Sapphire smiling gently.
Ethan, please do not think you're not good enough.
She skates toward the monster and delivers a powerful icy punch. The nightmare shrieks in anger and begins to take off. But before it can escape, it's slammed into the ground. Amethyst rises to her feet and brushes her skirt.
Ethan, you have friends who love you very much. Please do not give up.
Citrine and Garnet join us. Blasts of light and fire engulf the area.
Ethan, you don't realize how important you are to us.
I know we barely know each other, bro, but you're my friend too.
Struggle as much as you want, Crystal Warriors. It's over. I've won. I know it's probably hopeless. I know this won't work. Maybe we are just wasting our time. I know I'm not smart. I know I'm clumsy. And I know I can be an airhead. I suck at baking, I'm failing algebra, and my friends always have to save me.
I laugh. My friends are always there for me. Even Ethan. No, especially Ethan. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be at this school. I don't know what I would have done without him in my life. He's my best friend.
I guess I just don't know when to give up. Diamond Rose Aurora!
I leap toward the monster, slashing my sword through its thick feathers. It doesn't work. I already knew it wouldn't, but I can't give up hope. As long as I keep fighting, I can weaken him. I know Ethan is in there. Maybe I can bring him back. Maybe. The last of my energy leaves my body, and I feel myself fall to the ground. But instead of hitting the cold, hard ground, I land on something soft and warm. A sweet, earthy smell surrounds me. It's comforting, like spring. I raise my head and rub my eyes. Through my blurred, tired vision, I see a familiar mop of golden hair and intense green eyes.
Liam?
He showed up? Just in time to save us, huh? I wonder if he's been there the entire time, watching my pitiful display. How embarrassing. But he must know it's too late then. He places me gently on the grass and slowly walks toward the nightmare. Liam stares at Ethan's nightmare strangely. It's like he's trying to communicate with him with his eyes.
Crystal Heart Revolution.
Nothing, of course. It doesn't matter anymore anyways. But I'm happy he tried.
Crystal Heart Revolution! Crystal Heart Revolution!
How pathetic. This is just sad. All of you are such sad, miserable, pathetic individuals. Why even bother trying at this point? I've won, you lost. Just give up and face your deaths with the last shred of dignity you have left.
No. I'm done with it.
He then squeezes his miracle link tightly and turns to me.
You were right, Valerie. I was being immature. I tried to run away instead of challenging my insecurities head on. But I want to fight. I want to become a Crystal Warrior.
His miracle link glows invitingly, as if it's cheering him on, cheering us all on.
Crystal Heart Revolution! The shining crystal of kindness and loyalty. Emerald Heart.
There he is.
It worked. This is me.
Emerald Heart. Shimmering flower petals dance in the wind. And Liam, Emerald, just stands there, completely dumbfounded. He stares at his gloved hands in astonishment for a moment. But then his face turns into one of determination and he clasps his fists. He nods and leaps into the air, the sleeves of his vest spread out into feathered wings. He looks like a bird. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He summons his weapon, an emerald bow and arrow, and aims it at the nightmare. And as he does, my own weapon begins to glow and pulsate in my hands. I nearly chuck it away from myself in shock. I look around me, sapphire, amethyst, citrine, amber, garnet and emerald. Our weapons all glow in unison.
Wait!
I know what to do. I run toward the center of the battle and clutch Sapphire's hand.
We can't do it alone. None of us can.
Ethan's monster is too strong, but together. I reach my hand out toward Emerald. He lands and takes it in his own. This time it feels warm and friendly. I smile, and one by one, each of us takes the other's hand until we're connected in a circle. I close my eyes and take a deep breath.
We have to show Ethan he isn't alone. We all love you, Ethan. We're not going to give up. We'll bring you back. Together.
Our weapons shine brilliantly and ascend into the air above us. Magic and bright light swirl in the center, and as it fades, a brand new object appears in their place.
A cannon?
As it drops down, the 7 of us reach out to grab it. It's massive, too big for just one of us to use. We have to use it together. We aim and take position. This is our last shot. I listen to the words forming deep in my heart.
Rainbow.
Crystal. Dream explosion! Rainbow lights engulf the arena, and a massive burst of energy, crystal and magic hit the monster. Ice. Starlight. Light. Fire. Lightning. Nature. And love. All of our powers combine into a powerful explosion. The nightmare dissolves away, leaving a single light behind. As I move closer, the light begins to solidify into a small, heart-shaped stone. I know exactly what it is, of course. I gently pick it up, almost afraid that it'll shatter from my touch, and deliver it safely to Ethan's crystal prison. The others follow close behind. As the jewel makes contact, the crystal fades away, and Ethan is released. I hold out my arms and catch him before he drops to the ground. Finally.
You. How? How could I have lost? You will regret this. You.
Sapphire dashes toward Labra, but it's too late. She snaps her fingers and teleports away. I dissolve away my transformation and let out a huge sigh of relief. Ethan lets out a small groan and his nose twitches a bit.
He's waking up. Ethan! Ethan, are you okay?
I'm sorry. He turns away in shame and rises to his feet. I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's okay. We should have taken your feelings into consideration. I didn't know.
Sophie pulls him into an embrace and sobs.
I was worried. I thought I'd never see you again. You're back. You're alive. Thank God you're back.
I can't help it. I nearly tackle him to the ground. I wrap my arms around him tightly, like I'm afraid that he will disappear from us. One by one, everyone piles on him in a massive sobbing cuddle pile. Everyone except Liam. He just ruffles the boy's hair and smiles the first genuine smile I've ever seen him make. Welcome home, Ethan. Alex just laughs and pulls him down, bringing him into our group hug. Cute. I'm so glad you're safe, Ethan. His warm body, his soft brown waves brushing my cheek, the sound of his heartbeat. It's proof that he's alive. It's over. Thank goodness. I'm late. Just switching right over, are we? That was one battle. Jeez.
Mama, why didn't you wake me up sooner?
I dash off in panic. Why does this keep happening to me? I rush down the street and throughout the halls and find myself hitting the cold, hard floor.
Ow.
Ow. I feel a brief moment of confusion before I realize I slammed into someone else.
I'm so sorry.
I scramble to my feet and reach out my hand to help her up as well. Hello? She refuses to take it, however, and looks away. That's when I notice how gorgeous she is. I shake my head when I realize I had been staring. Is the music still supposed to be playing? I'm not sure about that.
I'm sorry. I guess they say no running in the halls for a reason. Are you okay? You look a bit...
She looks tired and pained. I hope I didn't hurt her.
It's fine.
Don't worry. I wasn't praying. But paying attention. She mumbles and twirls her hair and her finger. What?
Your hair, it's so long and pretty. I have this friend, their name's Zachary, and they love doing hair. They would like totally just go bananas over it. Hey, what's your name anyways? My name is Valerie Amaranth.
Chandra Maharaj. Wait, don't you have to get to class? Crud, she's right.
Oh, right, duh. I'll talk to you later then, okay?
I skip off to my class and smile. Today is going to be a good day. Okay, we're going to end it here now. That was an abrupt end to the whole Ethan plot, so that surprised me, but we obviously started episode 8. Oh, yeah, quite a fight, and Liam got there. I mean, we knew he would, but I like that they really took their time with this art, kind of. I don't know if we're getting another explanation or if it was really just what Valerie clocked there, like his insecurity is just something doesn't work right away, he's kind of giving up. I can kind of relate. But yeah, it all worked out in the end, and of course they needed to do it together, and all 7 of them are stronger. Of course it has to be 7. Yeah, that was a good episode. I like that. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for today. As always, I'd appreciate if you let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.